Hello, 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 and welcome, Healy family. Welcome to our July Frequency and Friends. My name's Peter Christoph, for those of you that don't know, and I'm your Managing Director for North America, and it's my pleasure to be your host for this incredible webinar. Welcome to July, Healy family. A new month. A new month means a fresh runway to connect, to share, to grow, and whether you're here to make a bigger impact, build a business, or change lives, this is your moment. So let's lead with belief, let's move with intention, and let's show up boldly. We're here to help you learn, to help you set your goals. Reach out and let's make this your breakthrough month. Take a quick pause as you're listening to this webinar and ask yourself, what do I want to create this month? Whether it's momentum, whether it's mastery, or whether it's more meaning, we're here to make sure that you have everything you need and the rest is all within you. So stay connected. We're going to all support each other and remember why we started. Small steps every day create unstoppable growth. So let's jump right in. First, we've got translation for today's webinar. If you see at the bottom of your Zoom screen a little icon of a globe, select that icon, and today's webinar is being translated into Spanish, Mandarin, and French. Select the language that you'd like to listen in, and it will make things so much easier for you. And in advance, I want to thank Patrick and Claire and Vidal for the wonderful translations. Now, on to a couple of little housekeeping announcements that we always make. First is our income disclaimer. As with any business, your results as a Healy member may vary and are going to be based on your individual capacity, your ability, your hard work, business experience, and expertise. Healy does not guarantee that any income or level of success will be achieved as a Healy World member. And on to our product disclaimer, which basically says, I know it's a lot of words, the lawyers, they went to town, but it basically says that Healy devices are not intended to cure, treat, mitigate, diagnose, or prevent diseases or medical conditions and should not be used as a substitute for professional medical care. So with that out of the way, please know that Frequency and Friends is an internal webinar. You don't have to bother recording or posting it online in any way, shape, or form. We are recording it ourselves and we post it on our YouTube page that you'll see, a time-stamped list that goes with it so you can go right to the important part that's ready for you. So we're going to lead off today with, as we normally do, our company updates. So company updates, please allow me to bring on one of our favorite people, Jake Barron, our Global Head of Customer Care. How are you, Jake?
I am doing amazing. Thank you so much, Peter.
Of course.
And yeah, I got some fun updates for everybody today. So let's get right into this. Back office enhancements. We mentioned this last month, but there's of course a couple new, well, a reminder essentially that there was some additional feature added to the performance manager. So if you log into your back office, go to performance manager, you'll be able to sort and see those top enrollment legs. And what that means is all members you have personally enrolled at level 1. So that's easy. If you haven't looked at that since we launched that new feature last month, go ahead and do that and you will be right with that. So yeah, there's lots going on in back office, and of course new features are always being planned to be added in the future. Okay, keep it moving here. Product trainings and events. Again, always like to remind about our Healy World Learning Hub, because this has turned into such a amazing resource, really. Started with just a localized sort of thing just for mainly the US and Canada. And now it's global. We have trainings from the EMEA region, trainings from APAC as well, the whole advanced training series there. which have been super popular as well, that are all available on our Healy World Learning Hub too. So check that out on a regular basis. If you sign up and subscribe to the channel and select to be notified for reminders whenever any new content is added, that is helpful as well. And we have a big Tech Tip Tuesday planned for next week. We had talked about this, or we mentioned this on our Telegram channel here a little bit ago, but once a quarter, we like to do a sort of a celebration, do some giveaways, that kind of thing, some Healy swag or some program groups and that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit of an elevated, expanded version of the regular Tech Tip Tuesday. So we'll still, of course, answer product questions and everything like that. But for this one, we're planning to do a little bit more. And of course, Ken Close, who you all know and love, available there. And then Henry Pena, our global onboarding specialist, does an amazing job on all of these too. So this is currently planned for next Tuesday, July 8th. There's, I would say currently planned, because there is a slight chance that we might have to move that to the following week because of some last minute scheduling conflicts as well. But we will make sure everyone is notified well in advance if that does happen as well. But definitely still, either way, join us for Tech Tip Tuesday. And if for some reason the summer celebrations part of Tech Tip Tuesday has to be moved, we'll do that again. Or maybe we'll do it 2 weeks in a row, who knows? But yeah, stay tuned to our Facebook page, Healy World America's Facebook page, and also our Telegram channel for more details on that. But same link to join this meeting. There's not a special link or invite needed to join this special edition of Tech Tip Tuesday. All right, let's keep things moving here. And yes, this is this new Healy Solution series that launched back in June has been a great success. We've had 2 great speakers so far as well, with very important topics for everybody that are relevant for everybody as well. And we have another one coming up here in just under 2 weeks, 2 weeks from yesterday. It's the Healy Solution series. This one is featuring, again, one of our amazing independent Healy World members on the topic of stress and anxiety support. I know all of us can use some tips related to some of these topics here, especially stress. So join us Tuesday, July 15th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's very easy to join. Just scan this QR code. It'll take you right to the meeting. No need to register for these meetings as well. And then if you can't find the link or whatever later on, as we get closer to July 15th, we'll post reminders on our social media channels, but you can always go to HealyAmericasEvents.com, which will have direct links to any of our meetings, whether it's this one, the Healy Solution Series, whether it's Frequencies and Friends, Tech Tip Tuesday, all those kind of things as well. So stay tuned, more to come here in July, and then also going forward as well, different topics that we have planned also. Okay, and as I just mentioned, the Healy World, the Healy Americas events calendar, you see it here as well. All the different links to the upcoming meetings is also there's we added a link to our onboarding sessions. You'll see there at the bottom, there's a pink section, Healy onboarding. So easy to find that link as well for anybody that's new, that wants to get started with their Healy device, or any of the apps, the Heal Advisor app, Heal Advisor Analyze app, or the Healy 2 app. Or if you're existing member or customer and just want a refresher as well, or maybe learn some things that you didn't even know were possible with the Healy also. So yeah, let's check that out. Again, this is always the most up-to-date spot to get the current events and upcoming events. And let's see, yeah, this is just a summary of the different types of events that we have. Of course, Healy Solution Series is the newest one that we've added here as well. And Harmony, I can't go Frequencies and Friends without mentioning Harmony. This has been, again, a great resource for everybody here in the US and Canada since February, but then it also launched in the EU shop a couple weeks ago. June 10th, it launched there. has been a great tool also for that region. It's being expanded to the Healy shop in Turkey on middle of July, and then it's going to be expanding to the APAC region as well later this summer. But super helpful tool. Over time it gets better and better. We track all the different conversations that go through there and look at the analytics, and the resolution rates increase, week after week as well. Well over 50% of all conversations that are handled by Harmony are able to be resolved right away. So it's a great resource, anything from troubleshooting, product information, the science behind Healy, order tracking, login issues as well. Harmony can help with many different topics. And, if you're chatting with Harmony and Harmony for some reason can't answer the topic, maybe it's something that Harmony's not trained on, it will transfer you to somebody on our team, one of our amazing customer care tech support agents to assist you further, or it will create a support ticket if it's after hours and nobody is available. So great tool. It's always the best place to go to start because you'll get an instant answer. And then if it can't be answered, it'll either create that support ticket for you or it'll transfer you to somebody live if it's during business hours. Okay. All right. Back to you, Peter, right?
Thanks, Jake. Always love having you on the call. And we are now going to talk a little bit about news from around the world. You may have heard, you may not have heard. We've had a couple of great write-ups. Our direct selling magazine has done a Happier You, and they've talked about the Healy HighWave. There's a great article about that throughout the whole direct selling magazine, as well as we've got a couple of other publications. Direct Selling News, if we can advance to the next slide, did an article on Healy World Launches, the Healy HighWave, and in Business from Home magazine, which goes all over the globe. They did the HighWave article and talked about Christian Halper as our CEO of Healy World and founder, what his vision is for HighWave to play a part in putting a Healy device in every home worldwide. So these are some great PR things that we can point to. Business from Home, Direct Selling News, and Direct Selling Magazine. So all of those things are fantastic. So let's go from there to some recognition. And to join me in recognition, I've got Ruth Sanchez, our Senior Sales Support Specialist. Ruth, come on in and join me. How are you?
Hi, Peter. I'm doing great. It's so wonderful being on this call today. And as always, we want to get started with recognition today. So starting off, we want to start in recognizing our June rank advancers. And to start off, for the very first time, reaching as team manager, Carlos Antonio Williams, as senior team manager, Ana Maria Priestley, as senior team manager, Alfonso Menez Diaz, as senior team manager, Esmeralda Garzón, and as senior team manager, Margarita Dotres. Congratulations to you all for reaching those new titles, those new ranks for the very first time. Apart from just new title advancements, we also want to recognize everyone who partook in our member promotion in the month of June. So in the month of June, we had Step 1 qualifiers. Those individuals who reached Step 1 earned from the following options. They could have earned a Meridian module, the Soul Cycle program group with the Plant Power database, or their option for an upgrade their Healy up to 2 editions higher. And those achievers are Alicia Jens, Amy Wierzek, April Miranda, Elena Black, Jameson Polton, Jenna Peterson, Jessica Thomas, Jose Francisco Alaya, Karen Reese, and Kelsey Chancon. Leitha Nagur, Lina Marcela Naranjo, Lisa Lacombe, Lois Lane, Magali Sevilla, Margarita Dotres, María de Lourdes Solís, María Lorena Bencino, Marla Minerva Carrasco, and Melissa Cado, Orlando Patiño, Fiona Outerbridge, Sarah Brosk, Cheryl Magani, Sophie Ritzman, Stephanie Brandreth, Sandra Newberry, Tara Townsend, Teresa Robles, and Juliet Londoño. Congratulations to all our Step 1 qualifiers. But not only did we have a Step 1 in our incentive promotion, we also had Step 2. And in Step 2, all those members who reached this achievement earned a Healy Obsidian on top of the rewards from Step 1. And those achievers are Agnes Florishek, Katrina Davis, Claudia Jimenez Luque, Claire Yang, Esmeralda Garzon, Federico Alacia, Frequency and Family, Gladys Vanegas, Jessica Hesser, John M. Saylor, Kenneth Best, Lily Shu, Michaela Hershik McVoy. Congratulations to all our Step 2 qualifiers. You guys exemplified what business building was and were great leaders in the month of June. And we also need to congratulate all our June top sellers. And in first place is Michaela Hershik McVoy. And second, Esmeralda Garzon. And third, Nicole Kickley. In fourth, Margarita Dotres. And in fifth, Juliet Londaño. Congratulations to you all for your hard work and your success. It definitely shows in the month of June. And we also know how important it is to recognize the hard work and efforts of all our team members. So if you would like to congratulate or recognize your team who's business building, who's giving it their all month after month, we want to let you know we now have social media recognition templates available in your back office. Just go into your back office, go to the download section, and you will find these templates available to you. They are already set to be used on Facebook, Instagram, or even on Reels. So please use these templates, recognize your team members. We all know it's a group effort with every single one of our members. And now to marketing updates. Thank you, Peter, for joining me.
Hey, I just want to say what an incredible addition to the sales team you are, Ruth, and thank you for all that you're doing. I love the recognition and congratulations to all of our winners and achievers.
Yes. And on to marketing updates. So the one thing that we know is on everybody's mind is the Healy HighWave. Now, before we go into the Healy HighWave, we just want to highlight that the Healy HighWave is not a device that's intended for wellness, that is intended for wellness purposes, but does not diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent diseases, and should not substitute any professional medical diagnosis or treatment.
The Healy HighWave, you're right, it is absolutely what everyone's talking about. This device, and what's so funny is that, I've heard comments where people have said, it looks like just a coil with a strap on it. It is not a coil with a strap on it. It is so much more. This device elevates what our normal Healy devices do. Our normal Healy devices place frequencies within the body, but this brings it to a whole new level.
And that's what sets the Healy HighWave apart. If we look at the picture, you see those integrated pads. Those integrated pads rest directly on the skin and act as signal transmitters that connects to frequencies that reach deep into the tissue and deeper into the body.
Right, exactly. And that's what makes, this is not a coil. This is not your little, bracelets. This is something that allows the actual frequencies to get resonated right into the body. I'm thrilled about this, and I can't wait till we can get that, or I can get one in my hands, because I haven't played with it yet.
Exactly. I'm waiting as well, Peter, to get this in my hands and to be able to
They
use
are
it.
shipping. Our Canadian ones are shipping, and the US ones would be shipping any day for those of you that are waiting for them.
Yes, and we know all our members are excited to get that and to start using the Healy HighWave. But let's not just take it from us on how extraordinary.
No, wait,
this
we've got one more
HighWave is.
slide here. I wanted to talk really quick. So what it does is, you know that our normal Healy devices emit a frequency. What the HighWave does is it creates a carrier wave that our frequency can become embedded to. And this carrier wave allows the frequency to better and more effectively enter and go through the entire body. So it basically acts as like a signal booster to make sure that the frequency gets to every cell in the body. It's just incredible.
It is an incredible thing. It's an incredible piece of new technology that we have in our hands. And as I was saying previously, who better to show us more about this amazing technology other than Marcus Schmieke?
The Healy HighWave transmits frequencies over the entire body. This has previously just been a theory, but now it can be demonstrated. This device, the wave transmission detector, is developed precisely for this purpose. It is unique and is developed to prove the presence of frequencies all over the body. What before has just been believed can now be clearly demonstrated. The Healy HighWave transmits individualized microcurrent frequencies through the entire body. These frequencies are modulated on a carrier signal which transports the effective frequency to the place where it should affect. In this way, the signal goes deeper. It penetrates the skin, through the tissues, through the entire body, down to the individual cells.
But does the signal really reach every part of the body? The field transmission detector can quite easily verify this. For instance, a 1000 Hz signal is fed into the Healy HighWave on the left side. The FTD1 checks whether this signal can be measured on the right side of the body or at any other point.
In this measurement, we are feeding the frequency signals through the HighWave to the left wrist, and now with the wave transmission detector, we can show that it is there present here on the right wrist. We see the 5 MHz signal very clearly present, but we can also detect it at the forehead. And again, we see a very strong 5 MHz signal on the screen. Very important, we can also show that the signal is present at the body. And again, we see the 5 MHz signal very clearly detected. There is a fourth place, which is most far away from the arm, which is the right angle. And we can again detect the same 5 MHz signal very clearly on the measurement device.
What sounds so simple is actually extremely complex. The FTD1 was developed over many years by the same experts who created the Healy technology. It's a unique one-off device that could only be developed thanks to the new and patented HighWave technology. It is intended for laboratory measurements only and is not available for purchase, but its value in providing clear evidence is priceless. Frequency applied, frequency measured at another location. The carrier signal transmits the active signal through the whole body. The Healy HighWave works, and the FTD1 makes it measurable.
We at Healy believe in technology that works, and we are also proving it objectively.
Wow. I just love it. Marcus and Kai just make it so understandable. And let's go to the next slide where we can show you this is the QR code to be able to get to the Healy HighWave in action video so that you can use that as a sales aid as well. And remember that we are going to post the recording of this onto our YouTube page, so it'll be there available for you to get if you didn't get it today.
And that amazing video showed what the Healy HighWave can do. But not only did we introduce the Healy HighWave, we also introduced 12 frequency programs made specifically to be used with the Healy HighWave. the cell wave program group, and the mind wave program group.
Now, one cool thing about these two groups is if you're an Obsidian Club member, you're going to get the All New Mind and Cell Wave program groups for free. They're working on uploading those to your devices. Now, to get the most benefit of these two program groups, because they were designed for the HighWave, you're going to want to make sure that you get a HighWave as well. But Obsidian Club members are going to get these cell groups for free.
Which is fantastic news, Peter, for all our Obsidian owners. This is such a wonderful benefit they are receiving.
Exactly.
But
let's get into depth on them a little bit, the cell groups or the groups.
Yes, and let's start with the cell wave program overview. So we have Purify, which promotes that sense of renewal and clarity. Cell vitalization that cultivates a sense of vitality and resilient well-being. Cell care that promotes a sense of renewal and balance. General circulation that gives natural balance and vitality for circulation and just that energy flow. Cell integrity, overall harmony of the cells. Earth connection, one of my favorites, to reconnect with the natural frequencies of Mother Earth and just restore that inner harmony and strength that we all have within.
Amazing. And there's not one of those that I can't think of that wouldn't be good to use,
Yeah.
you know? And then the mind wave, and I've already used a bunch of these already. Active attention, stay sharp, stay engaged. This is, you know, what's gonna keep you awake and alive. And creativity, spark that intuition, spark that innovation, get the brain, you know, going and moving. Cognitive ability, I ran this the other day. Mental acuity and stimulating beta and gamma wave range, which is just what the mind needs to operate at the optimum level. Now, this one came as, or I found very interesting, presence. Immersing yourself in the present moment to create mindfulness and heightened awareness. That's a great one. Recreation, sometimes after the busy work day or sometimes after the busy work week, a lot of us find it hard to calm down and relax. And this gives you the perfect alpha and delta wave range for you to be able to do that, to be able to unwind and relax. And then relaxed awareness will take it a step further and reach that calm centered state, helping you unwind, but still staying mentally present. So these two cell groups, I think, are going to be the most popular that we have. And as I said, they will work on a Healy, but they really were designed to be optimized by that carrier wave and to be used in conjunction with the HighWave.
And these are two program groups we don't want anyone to miss out on. So definitely take advantage, invest in the HighWave, and utilize these two programs groups to their utmost potential. Now, what's wonderful about the Healy HighWave, it's that it's built on patent frequency technology and backed by internal research, which is, I think, Peter, one of the best things we have.
You know what? That's what makes Healy the kind of company that we are, because we do our own research, we do our own tests, we go to the extent of having it patented. That's what makes someone, you know, understand and realize that when Healy puts something out, it is really, really good and does what it says it's going to do. But the bottom line is, if you've gotten one already, I hope you get it soon. If you haven't gotten one, I want to recommend that you go all in with the HighWave. We've got it available now as a bundle. It will eventually be available by itself, but right now it's bundled with the HighWave and Cell Wave because Marcus wanted to make sure that everyone really was able to experience the HighWave to the highest capacity, which is using the programs that were designed specifically for it so that you can really feel the difference. And then people can gravitate to using the other program groups, you know, that are on their device and on their phone. But HighWave, it's $968.50 US, and this is, you know, without tax. 1,158 Canadian, 421 QV, and you know where to get it in our Healy shop.
And what's incredible is with the purchase of a Healy HighWave by July 31st, all who purchase by the 31st or before will be able to participate in an exclusive live webinar with Marcus Schmieke in August of 2025. So what better way to share the Healy HighWave, both program groups and also in their be part of such a wonderful webinar with Marcus, where you'll get to learn more about the Healy HighWave. What is it about? How can it help support your well-being? It's an amazing opportunity, and we implore everyone to take advantage of it. We definitely don't want to miss out on this amazing webinar by Marcus.
True, and his enthusiasm for this is so great. If you've seen him, he's been developing this for the last couple of years, and he's been wearing it around. And we're like, "What are you doing wearing, your Healy on your wrist? We don't have the ability to do that." And he kept saying, "Just you wait, just you wait, just you wait." But when you hear him talk about this device, he is so animated and so excited. I'm really looking forward to this webinar. And like Ruth said, everyone who buys from prior all the way, from the initial launch at the events all the way through the end of July is going to be able to participate in this very personalized webinar and hear it directly from the man himself.
Fantastic opportunity.
Exactly. And we've got the next slide is going to show you some great materials, both marketing materials and sales materials that we have. And if you scan this QR code, it'll basically take you to a resource site where we've got all sorts of HighWave pieces for you to see and use. So let's get into some promotions. And Ruth and I have someone new to introduce to all of you. She may not be new to everyone, but we could not be more thrilled to bring the incredible Caroline Bird onto the call as our new sales support specialist for the US and Canada. And Caroline has just done an incredible job hitting the ground running. She's been with Healy for quite a while, so she knows our devices, she knows our systems, our comp plan, all of this stuff. And we're just so thrilled to have her as part of our sales team. So welcome, Caroline.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Ruth. It's so nice to officially meet you guys. Some of you might know me already from my customer care days, but I'm super excited to join the sales team with Ruth. And I am here to take you through our July promotions. And we're going to get started with our rank in advance promotion. So this one has been running for a little while, but it is still going until the end of this month. Now, this is all about the cash bonus. So every time you rank up and maintain your career title. So what does that mean more specifically? When you advance to the career title of director and above for the first time, you receive a cash bonus. Now, also, if you maintain your career title of director and above for 1 month, you receive a cash bonus. So these are some pretty serious earnings. So don't forget about this one, guys. The flyer for this, if you would like a reminder, is located in your back office. You can download it and keep it on hand and share it, please. Let's see what we have next. So this is new this month. This is our Healy Resonance Plus promotion. This is not a device we highlight often, so we are putting it out there for July, and it's a great little device. And with this promotion, you not only get the Healy Resonance Plus, you also get a Healy Coil, and my personal favorite, the Soul Cycle Program Group. The Soul Cycle Program Group has emotions, inner balance, self-confidence, serenity. These are really powerful programs, and it's a super gift. Now, we also have Elements Morning and Night Duo with an Elements travel case for our members and customers in the US, and a Healy travel case for our members and customers in Canada. So this is a great promotion. It's brand new, and it will run all the way until the end of the month. And this is just a really, really great thing. So yeah, I hope you guys take advantage of this. It's just top. So now we have the perfect pair bundle promotion. This is one that we had last month, and it's very powerful. So we're continuing it on with it in July. Now, what's in this one? This is the Healy Professional Edition, the Mag Healy Professional Edition, the Healy Coil, and Elements Morning and Night Duo and Travel Case for our US members, and for our Canadian brethren, the Healy Travel Case. However, there is one more thing I'd like to add here, because if you purchase the perfect pair bundle, you also have an optional 50% discount on the Meridian module. Now, you don't have to do that, but if you'd like to, the possibility is there. So that also will be running until the very end of this month. And next we have our other bundle, and this is the Healy Obsidian bundle. This is big. So we have the Healy Obsidian edition, which is our most complete comprehensive edition, as I'm sure you all know by now. So it has all of our program groups. It comes with its own Healy Coil. That also, as part of this bundle, will be joined by a Mag Healy Professional Edition and a Meridian module. And this is our theme, Elements Morning and Night Duo and Travel Case for our US members and customers, and the Healy Travel Case for our Canadian brethren. So that is also going until July 31st. The total for the US is just under $6,000, and for our Canadian members, it's just a little bit higher. But this is not a bundle that's going to be around forever, so please take advantage of this. This is just, there's so much here. Next slide, please. All right, so this here is our overview. Don't worry, this is also something you'll be able to download in your back office and share with your teammates, your members, your customers. All of the bundles I just mentioned are on here. Now, there is something I really, really want to highlight now. We also have, for this month, our level upgrade promotion. We heard you, we know you guys love the upgrade promos, so we've decided to bring it back for the month of July. So there will be 70% off all Healy upgrades to the Healy Professional Edition. So that is just a rare thing, and we know you guys love it, and so we thought we're gonna have some summer savings going on. So we brought back the upgrade promotion. It's valid until July 31st. I just have one small thing to say. It's valid for devices purchased prior to July 1st. Not after July 1st, before July 1st. So that's a very big deal. We also have 40% off our Mag Healy Professional. If you purchase the Mag Healy Pro, you get the 40% off, and you also get the Meridian module and Elements Travel Case and Morning and Night Duo for US members, and a travel case for our Canadian members. And the one last thing I want to mention here is our Healy Professional. We have 40% off this month. And with that, you get the Healy Coil, the Wonderful Soul Cycle, and the Natural Cycle, as well as the travel case for Canadian members and Elements Morning and Night Duo for our US members. So that's the wrap up. Like I said, you'll have that available in your back office. I have it posted across our social media if you need to use that as a reference as well. Now, this is our new member incentive promotion, and this goes from July 1st until the very end of this month. So this is pretty straightforward, but we do have something interesting going on here. What is it? Well, if you generate 1,500 QV, you get a free Healy resonance. You generate 2,500 QV, you get a resonance plus. 3,500 QV, and you get a free Healy Professional Edition. Now, here's where it gets interesting. We have an accelerator. So if you generate a total of 1,500 QV by Friday, July 18th, you get access to 2 expert programs, not 1, 2. And they are Prosperity and Inner Peace, which is just great because we all need a little bit of that, I think. So that is another motivation and just an extra push to get that done as quickly as possible. It's very exclusive, and we've had so much good feedback about these expert programs. So that is our QB promotion for you guys out there who are doing the business building. Again, flyers available everywhere. Please use that to get your free devices and your expert programs. Let's go to the next slide. So I've told you all about these great promos and these special offers and all of these things. So what does that mean? How can that translate more concretely into earnings, into earning something? So our step into your next level with purpose slide is where we kind of try to give you guys an example because we want you to come away with something maybe a little more concrete in terms of what your possibilities are. So let's start with getting to the rank of team manager. And here's why this is important. Team manager is the level where our compensation plan really opens up. That's where you start to unlock all of the bigger bonuses. So if we want to get to team manager, you could sell, for example, 2 of these great perfect pair bundles. That's going to get you a QV of just over 3,000. You're going to hit the 30% direct bonus, and you're going to make upwards of $1,178. That will get you to team manager. Now, if you sell 4 of our Resonance Plus promo, you get 3,000 QV. You also unlock the 30%, and you get just under $1,100 in bonuses, and that will get you to team manager. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, you sell 2 of our Obsidian bundles, and that gets you 5,748 QV. It unlocks the 40% direct bonus, and you get the dollar amount of 2,782 US dollars, by the way. That gets you to senior team manager. And if you get to senior team manager, you get a free Healy professional. You can also earn this if you sell 3 of our perfect pair bundles. That'll get you about 4,866 QV from just under 5,000, the 40% direct bonus, and a dollar amount of 2,355. So we want to put this out there for you guys because we want you to have an idea of what you can do, because these are very serious savings. These are big earnings, and you know, we all need the money, am I right? So I just want to let you know that Ruth and I are here. If you guys have any questions, I would like you to use our resources. The Healy World Learning Hub YouTube channel is amazing. There's so much on there. There's business stuff, there's product stuff. There's just a lot of great resources there. So please don't hesitate to use that. And like Jake and Peter both said, we have a great customer care team here. So please also let them know if you need assistance, if you have any questions about the business, about the programs, we are here to answer you. So I want to thank you for staying with me throughout these promos. Like I said, the flyers will be available in the back office. And I hope to see you at our Healy Solutions series on July 15th. And so take it back, Peter.
Thanks, Caroline. Great job. We're so glad to have you on the team. So a couple things I want to get into as I wrap up the call. First and foremost, quick comp plan update. It's nothing new or shocking or amazing. Well, it is amazing, but it's not new or shocking. So if you remember the last couple of months, we've elevated the tier 1 of the direct device bonus to 20% from 15%. So we're keeping that. We've heard you. You've spoken loud and clear. Everyone loves it. That additional earning at the very, very first level is important. So it is now ongoing. And from now on, official part of the comp plan, tier 1, 20%. Tier 2, which is 2,000 QV to 34.99, goes up is at 30. And then tier 3 is above 3,500 is at 40%. So fantastic. Definitely wanted to do that. And I like to end every call as we're starting to wrap up with 5 things to walk away from the call with. And Ruth, move your cursor. I'm seeing a little something over some of the writing. Okay. Anyway, 5 things to make this a profitable summer. Let's go back. Okay, perfect. Number 1, share the product as part of the Healy opportunity. We've got great products. You know, we've got HighWave. This is, you know, even more important. But remember, as you're sharing the product, do it as part of the Healy opportunity, because you never know who the opportunity could be for or may not be for. And if you don't plant a few seeds or mention that we have an opportunity, they're never going to know. Show people what Healy can do and what they can earn. So it's really important that you put those two things together because product and opportunity go hand in hand. It's simply about sharing and showing to their list of 25. When you've got a new customer and they're interested and they love it and they're trying it and they're doing well and they're having success, we talk about if you love it so much, let's talk to and share with a couple of your friends and you could end up making some money and you get to that new person's list of 25. That's what it's all about. That gives you, when you do it this way, when you share with someone who has a wonderful product experience and then talk to them about sharing and you help them do it to their list of 25, that's when you have a never-ending sea of qualified warm market prospects to help build your business. Now, remember, everyone who bought a device from you at any time, if you've been in Healy all 5 years, or if you've been in Healy a year, or if you've been in Healy 2 months, you can still go back and talk to everyone that bought a device because the HighWave will make that device better and more effective. And then finally, use your tools. Now, what are your tools? Your tools are all of the promotions that Caroline just shared with you. Your tools are thinking of how you can use those promotions and get to team manager or senior team manager and make an extra $1,000 or $2,000 for the month in just the direct device bonus alone. And, I mean, face it, guys, $1,000 or $2,000 can be the difference between someone being able to make their house payment or not, or make a car payment or not, or put food on the family table or not. So there's a lot of people that are looking for something, that are looking for a side hustle, or that are looking for a primary job because they've been, laid off from what they're doing. And we've got something that can appeal to everyone. So use those tools and don't forget my favorite, TOIOBP. The opportunity is our best product. And with that, a couple of other things that I just want to let you know of. Really quickly, and we'll end on time. Month close is July 31st, 7:59 here on the East Coast and Colombian time, 6:59 Central or Mexico City time, 5:59 Mountain, and 4:59 Pacific. I need you to set this next date in your calendar. Write down Friday, August 1st is our next Frequency and Friends. Don't miss it. We'll be coming to you at the same time. And in closing, I just wanted to say, okay, so here we are, brand new month, July. With it is a clean slate, a fresh page, a new chapter, and a huge opportunity. Summer is when so many people slow down, but not us. This is when leaders rise, when momentum is built, and when new success stories are written. You've already done the hard work. You've planted seeds, you've started talking to people, you've built customer bases. It's now time to water those seeds with consistency, with connection, and with belief. Believe in yourself, believe in this community, and the lives that we've changed with Healy. So take a deep breath. Shake off anything that held you back last month. Lean in. Your next rank, your next breakthrough, your next big win or big bonus check could be one conversation away. Let's make July the month we look back on and say, that's when everything changed. You've got this. And as always, we can't wait to celebrate your success. So we just want to say thank you and have a great month. And just remember that we're always here for you. Take care.